It's Tuesday afternoon and the sun has decided to come out today. There's still a few showers around though, so I'm hoping I get lucky. I do have a rain jacket with me in the backpack, but it's such a hassle getting it out and getting it on, and usually by the time you have it on, the shower is over. Anyway, today I'm just heading down the mountain now from where we're staying, and when I get to the main road I'm heading for Waterville, over Coomakista, down the other side into Waterville, and after that I'll see how much time I have. I might go a little bit further, if not back over Coomakista again, and there will be some wonderful views of Derrynane Bay on the way back and Waterville Bay on the way out. So tally-ho! Now just passing the turn for Lamb's Head there. That's the spin I did the other morning before the monsoon came down. And now I'm just going to go through the tiny hamlet or village, not to be confused with a small cigar, of Daniel, named I presume after Daniel O'Connell, the liberator. And that's Daniel. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Now I'm about halfway up the Coomakista climb and the scenery's starting to get a bit spectacular. Over my shoulder there is Derrynane Bay. Came up here yesterday and the day before in a fog and couldn't see a thing. But today there's a bit of sunshine and the views are spectacular. Hard not to make stops on this route because the views are just, well, every few yards there's a view, and this is this particular one. Again, that's looking back towards Derrynane Bay, and there's a little harbour down there, and there's an island, it's called Abbey Island, and in high tide it's cut off from the mainland. I think they still have funerals there, but they can't conduct funerals at high tide. They have to wait for low tide, and then the coffin is shoulder borne over to the island for burial. I was actually down here a few years ago and I saw that. And just up ahead I think is the final bend of the climb, and then I'll be at Coomakista. There's a viewing point at the top and I'll probably stop there because there's staggering views both to the north towards Waterville and to the south over Derrynane Bay. Anyway, I have another few kilometres to go to the top. Just coming up to the final bend now, and I'm at the top of Coomakista, so I'll pull in, have a look at the view for a few seconds, and then hit the descent down into Waterville. You couldn't get a lovelier part of the world when the sun is shining. Now I'm at the car park here at the top of Coomakista, and the views are quite spectacular. Another little bit of the Wild Atlantic Way. Now I'll just go over to the other wall and give a view down the other side towards Waterville. So that's the road I'm about to head down, and I'm heading for Waterville, down that way. There's actually quite a stiff breeze at the moment, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's blowing in all directions, so I better take it handy going down here. You could be going along fine and suddenly a bit of a gust catches you in. Sometimes it catches you low and the wheel's below the centre of gravity, and you don't want that when you're going too fast down a descent. So I'm going to take it nice and handy down here. Now just at the bottom of the descent and nearly into Waterville. So when I get here, I'll have to decide what I'm going to do. Go a bit further or whatever. Whatever I do, I have to go back up it again to get back to the accommodation. Just stopped on a bridge here over the Curran River. It's the river that drains Loch Curran, which is a lovely lake that is just at the back of Waterville. Waterville is a lovely town. It's surrounded on both sides by water. It has the lake at the back of it, to the east of it, and the Atlantic to the west. So that's the Curran River. And Waterville lies ahead. Now I have arrived in Waterville. That was fun, coming down anyway. Coomakista isn't a hard climb. It's from either side. It's a steady pull up from Waterville, and the same from Caherdania then on the south. There's no real tough gradients in it. I don't know what they are offhand, the average, but it's not much anyway. It's easy enough. You can just pick a low gear and twiddle your way up. Anyway, here we are, Waterville, and Ballinskellig's Bay in the background. Everywhere looks completely different in the sunshine. Yesterday now, you couldn't see the horizon because of the mist. Yesterday was a complete washout, and today skies are blue, clouds are fluffy and white, and the sea is different colours. It's reflecting the sky, light blues and dark blues. It's just lovely. Now I have to decide what to do. I could do a loop, but it means going up the middle of the peninsula, over 2 mountain passes and back through Sneem, and it's about 100 kilometres in total. So I'm not going to do that. Did it the last time I was here, but that was before I had the 5 gaskets inserted. Anyway, I'll just amble around here for a few minutes and decide what I'm going to do. Now I have decided to head back over Coomakista, but not directly. I'm going to take a little detour on some of the back roads around Waterville. I think there's a ring fort somewhere that I plotted a route to, but it might have been a route that I had the gravel bike in mind, so we'll see what happens. If I come across gravel, I'll have to turn back. Anyway, I'll eventually end up back on the Coomakista climb and heading back for Caherdania and Castle Cove. Now I just stopped again outside Waterville. I'm literally just gone out of the town, and I took a right hand turn onto a little Boreen country lane up that away. So I'm going to go up there and find a ring fort, I hope. The only reason I stopped here is because I crossed this little bridge and I heard the sound of running water. So I had to have a look and see. It's hard to get any ground cover when there's a photo opportunity every few yards. And the countryside around here is just so lush, full of flora and fauna. Here's some of the flora behind me. This is more my kind of road. No traffic. Maybe the odd sheep. Looks like the golf links to my right. I had this route plotted for the gravel bike, I'm sure, but I haven't come across any gravel yet. But I'm actually doing it the other way around. So my Karoo here, the head unit, is trying to send me back in the other direction. Every time I come to a turn, it wants me to take it, because I'm doing this part of the loop in reverse, if you like. So I'll just ignore it. Lovely views out across Ballinskelligs Bay. Absolutely beautiful day. "19 degrees according to the head unit, and it's just ideal for cycling. There's no cold out at all. Going down a bit of a descent now. Now I'm just stopped again on this little road south of Waterville because I've spotted a beach I didn't know existed. Waterville itself has a very stony beach. To the north of Waterville then you have Inny Strand, and if you go out along the Ballinskelligs Peninsula, is it a peninsula? You have Ballinskelligs Beach. But I didn't know this one was here. Just spotted it from the side of the road. How you get down to it now is another thing. Certainly not this way, unless with ropes and ladders. Anyway, I better motor on, see where this ring fort is. Now I've taken a turn and hopefully I'll come across a ring fort somewhere. I think I see a pedestrian up ahead. Well, I found the ring fort, but I haven't quite reached it. It's over there, and to get to it from here, there's a rough gravelly road. Now that would have shown up on the map at home when I was plotting the route, but I was going to bring two bikes with me, but I opted for just the one, the road bike. So I'm afraid I'm not going to get to the ring fort, not by that route anyway. So back the way I came. Well, no stone fort or a ring fort today. Maybe another day, if the weather holds out. I'm making my way back up to the main road now. Whoops, here comes a car. Almost there, and I'll be part way up the Coomakista climb. And this little road up from the coast was a bit steeper. However, I'm nearly at the top now. No gaskets blown. And that was a lovely little ride, even though it was a short one. The scenery is fantastic. It's not over yet. God, it's getting hot now. Heading back up Coomakista now on the main road. I can see the top in the distance.